Yes, guys, what's good? You're tuned in to Pi Radio, Manchester's number one youth radio station. This is Mango Masala, the South Asian show, and I am joined here today by a familiar face, Silverfinger Singh.
Yes, my brother.
How are we doing? We've also got Tasia as well joining us. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And this is to celebrate their latest release, Touch the Sky, which is out now. You should go check out the track and visuals if you haven't already. So
check that out.
So first of all, Silver, obviously we talked, I think it was maybe June. I feel like it was just before we were about to go out of lockdown. So what have you been up to? And
yes, it was.
How have you found it as well, obviously, being out of lockdown, being able to perform properly again?
Yeah, definitely. You know, since we last spoke, it was on the back of our previous release, Lioness. And, you know, we've just been doing all sorts of great stuff, you know, since then, you know, now that, you know, regulations and restrictions have started to lift and things like that. So throughout the summer, there's been all sorts of amazing, you know, events and festivals taking place. So, you know, it's been an absolute blessing, you know. Me and Tasia just been linking up. We've been hitting the road, you know, we've been performing, we've been doing medley, we've been doing different festivals. You know, I've been in the studio, I've been writing, you know, back on the radio and stuff. So yeah, it's just been a load of fun. And, you know, what a great time as well. Summertime, you know, it's been a lovely summer as well, you know, so spending some family time on the road with the team. It's just been fantastic.
What about you, Tasia? How has your summer been? Or are you more of like a winter person?
You know what? Every time a season approaches, I'm like, oh, I love this season. I think I love the season better than last one. So I can't pick. I said to my mum before, I love that it's like the clocks are going back. Is it next week? Is it back? I think they go back, so you get another hour.
Yeah, next week,
Yeah, and I just love that. Like, I love the winter, I love the autumn time, but then get to summer, and I love summer. So I'm definitely any season type of person.
The grass is always greener, sort of thing.
Exactly. But in terms of music wise, like Silver mentioned, obviously last year everything was pretty much nothing. It was just like a dead man's bell. Nothing going on, and it was quite depressing to get out there and showcase what you've been doing during lockdown or prior. So for us to get so many bookings during what we didn't know would be festival season either, because it was very like a lot of festivals was cancelled, a lot still didn't go ahead, a lot were last minute decisions. So it was great that we were able to get out there and at least do a number of gigs this year before, you know, for anything else happens.
Sure. So the way you're talking, were you two performing together before Touch the Sky came about?
We hadn't performed together, had we?
Tash, we done one performance, didn't we, that time in Manchester City Centre? But it wasn't as two artists. It was our collective performance, wasn't it, with Aziz?
Yeah. That was actually really good. That was a heritage performance.
Yes, it was. Yeah. So Carlos, you know, thanks to our uncle Aziz Ibrahim, you know, he brought us together. Shout out to my bro Irish Paddy as well, yeah, and we linked up. Don't forget Husnain as well, Lahori. So you know, we all linked up as part of a heritage project. Yeah, and it was essentially a direct comparison between the massacres that took place and occurred at, you know, at Amritsar, Jallianwala Bagh, and then also what happened as well at Peterloo, I believe it is.
Yeah, Peterloo massacre.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, this is it. So, you know, it was a South Asian heritage project, and essentially we were just showing the comparisons between the two atrocities that took place, basically. So shout out to Aziz, you know, shout out to the you know, Manchester Council for supporting it. And, you know, we went to, I believe it was the town hall, wasn't it? And we performed on the steps.
The GMX as well. Yeah, and the museum, so, we did something with the museum.
It was absolutely brilliant. So honored, so proud. And, you know, that was where I, you know, obviously got to meet Natasha here, you know, properly face to face. You know, we were in rehearsals. And, you know, honestly, I was just blown away by all the individual performances. And I was just like, wow. And then 2-2s, you know, we did that, and it was a huge success. You know, we recorded this tune together, you know, to promote what we were doing there. And then it was on the back of that, you know, where the vibes, we're all back in lockdown, and, you know, we were just writing, weren't we? You know, I see Natasha, she's such an inspirational person, you know, she's writing all the time. She's releasing tracks every week. So, you know, just big shout out to her, man. You know, she's absolutely killing it. So for me, when the time came and we were writing again, we were writing on different musics, different beats, shout out to my bro, JD, me and him, we were just going at it. We were just in the lab. And then, the music for this song, which you're going to spin, it came together and we were like, wow. And I said, you know what? There's only one vocalist that I need to approach about this project. You know what I mean? And, the rest is history, I think.
Yeah, we actually did it during lockdown, didn't we? In 3 separate locations. So JD in his own studio, you in your own, me in my own, your dad doing his own thing. And it was just a project that we were all in separate. It's a product of a lockdown. That's what I say. Definitely a product of lockdown.
I'd say so. With all the difficulties that was surrounding us at the time, as creatives, I'm so blessed that we had these different modes and options to release stress and anxieties. Whilst we're locked down and we're not able to do what we'd normally do. We're able to get on with our writing, and it was just such a blessing, and lovely sounds. I remember exactly where I was when I was writing the lyrics. My verse, I was sat in the front garden. You know what I'm saying? We were sat in the front garden. It was an amazing day. We had the paddling pool out, and it was just blessed. You get me? Like my neighbours come around, and it was like we sat in Montego Bay or something like that.
It was hot. Yeah.
It was great.
I was in Reading. I wasn't even in Manchester. I was in lockdown with my partner in Reading, and I think I did it in his bedroom where like all his gaming set up is, and I was like, Mike, laptop, let's get this done.
Amazing. Yeah, I'll never forget. You know what I mean? Like, it was just a great time, and Tasia, very quickly got the audio files back over to us, and from there we then took it to a local studio in Bradford, in Allerton. It's called Prospect Studios. So shout out to my bro Luke, and it was there where we basically put it all together. And then we got the mix going on, and we introduced all the live instruments, all the live tabla, bringing our South Asian heritage into it as well, and put together this fantastic, Punjabi Afrobeat fusion, and it's definitely a sound of the time. So yeah, just so buzzing.
Well, no, definitely. I was going to ask you like how it came about, but you pretty much answered that anyway. But so obviously you've talked a bit about how your collaboration came about, but what about the actual lyrics behind it? Like, where did the influence for that come from?
I think if I remember, and there was quite a few songs that I did in lockdown, but I'm pretty sure when I was sent the beat, it was left to me to deal with, because I think I remember, and correct me if I'm wrong, Silver, one of you guys has said, you write whatever you feel comes to you naturally, and we'll write around that. Was that what happened? Exactly. I'm pretty sure it was, wasn't it?
Essentially, yeah. We had the vibe, summertime, love vibes, exactly what you feel as soon as you hear the beat. So it was just a case of, look, be free and express in the way that you need to express. And boy, did our Natasha deliver. She absolutely smashed it. Yeah, some amazing melodies, beautiful lyrics, amazing harmonies. I'm just so proud, and just like bish bash bosh, yeah, Silver, here you go. We transfer. I'm like, all right then.
I think it was done. It was done within about 2 hours, wasn't it? I remember you sending it me, and then it was. I was just like, yeah, I know exactly what this is. This is a feel good vibe. Yeah. Love is just a universal topic and a very easy topic to write about, because everyone in the world will be able to relate, or at least a majority of the world will be able to relate. So I just got the vibe straight away, and it was good.
Yeah, good vibes, 1,000,000%. It was just incredible, and just loved being in the studio working on these vocals as well. For me, as an engineer, to have class vocals to work with, it's an absolute dream come true. And yeah, it was just brilliant. I really, really enjoyed the production process. And as soon as it was done, we got it mastered, and it was then time to shoot this brilliant video. So shout out to my bro Fish Dad Modarasi, an amazing cinematic producer. He's got an amazing eye, he's got fantastic equipment, and I'm just so honored that we got to work with him again. He's been doing some great things. He's been working with people who work for Dutch TV as well. He did some bits for Khabib as well, you know what I mean? So just so honored, really, and it's just a vibe, and everyone's just been proper buzzing when it came out, and the feedback's just been superb.
So with regards to the video, was there a particular angle you guys were going from, or was it just good vibes?
Yeah, good vibes. I mean, it was during that time where there was all these amazing bookings, and it was just like, right, we need to really capture the moment, you know what I mean? So on that day, essentially, we did 2 gigs on the day. So I was in Dewsbury to start with. I went to work, obviously, did my work, and then got in my suit, and then I went to the Oracle Awards in Dewsbury. So shout out to my bro Aiden M, and all the Oracle Awards team, you know. And the Oracle Awards are all about celebrating your local heroes. So I was there, you know, doing my thing, hosting and being involved. I was performing. And yeah, you know, it was just a spectacular occasion. And, you know, Pish was with us. He was capturing it all. And you'll see me in my suit and having a lot of fun, you know, with all my friends, you know, people at Sahara, you know, so shout out to the whole team. And then after that, I then met up with Natasha a little bit further up the M62, went to Huddersfield, part of Sangam Festival. So shout out to Kessa and all the team at Radio Sangam. Sangam Festival was all about 100 small events throughout the whole city and different cities in Yorkshire. And that night we were in a place called the Parish. So the main artist on the night was India Man, you know, who's an incredible DJ. Yeah, and he's put out some fire tracks, Womad Festival resident, you know what I mean? So great to meet him. And, you know, we went on just before him and we absolutely tore it down. You know, it was just an incredible vibe. And it felt so great to be on a wicked stage with a fantastic PA. And you know what? We even had a good sound man. It's hard to find these days, you get me? Sound man for the sound man. So yeah, you know, we were
sounding. Your dad as well. We had your dad.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. We had the full band, you know, with us. Mr. In the Goldfinger, shout out to the legend right there. You know what I mean? We had Uva, we have D3 with us as well. So we went through the whole set. So it was brilliant. You know, all the songs that we've been writing, you know, during this lockdown period, we were able to perform it. And, you know, Pish was there to visualize it and, you know, get us on the angles, man. It was just superb.
Now, speaking to you, it sounds like you're really like in a good place in regards to your craft. So in terms of the future, like when we talk about the future, we're talking like end of 2021, or have you got plans as far as 2022 as well?
Yeah, I'd say so. You know, at the end of, you know, we're not stopping. You know, there's other songs that are in the pipe work, you know, in the pipelines at the moment. Yeah, that that are written. They just need to either be finished mixing or get into the studio and record. So, you know, the aims are very high. You know, there's so much content that, you know, is yet to put out. And, you know, at the end of the day, I can't wait, you know, just to, you know, get these few other gigs out of the way now. You know, we're going to wind down for Christmas and then we're just going to go at it again, you know, come 2022. And of course, you know, Tasha will have bare tracks out by then anyway, you know, weekly drops every Friday. So make sure you're on her socials, yeah, and get ready for them big sounds that she's dropping. And I'll be dropping 1 or 2 as well in between, you know, so big up.
I think I'm on my 25th. I'm celebrating at home. I don't leave my house, but I'm celebrating my 25th single release.
I love
today,
that. I love that. And you know what the 25th celebration is, don't you, sis?
Is it silver?
It's silver celebration, you don't know. Yeah, man, you heard it right here. Mango Masala exclusive. Come on, my people.
No, honestly, like speaking to you is always like just like good vibes, and yeah, I'm here for it. Honestly, like I know, like I can come out of like an interview with you, like just like feeling like more like positive and just yeah. She's especially nice with the weather, how it is at the moment. For anyone listening that might not know where to find you guys or your music, do you mind directing them to your socials?
All my stuff is pretty much Spotify, Apple, obviously the main ones, Amazon, Tidal, basically any music platform, TikTok, Instagram, just Tasia Sky, TASIA, and then SKY. Same with Instagram, Tasia Sky, Facebook. So it's quite easy to find me.
And for those who want to find out a little bit more about myself, you can find us at Silverfinger Singh, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You know where we are. Lots of love. Shout out to all the family.